Nearly 70% of aging veterans suffer from a condition that's slowly stealing their health, their energy, and potentially years from their lives, yet most don't even realize they have it. What's even more shocking is that this silent killer is directly connected to their military service, and the symptoms are often dismissed as just normal signs of getting older. The condition I'm talking about is sleep apnea, and for veterans, it's not just another health problem. It's a ticking time bomb that's been years in the making, often starting during active duty and getting progressively worse with age. But here's what most people don't understand. The connection between military service and sleep apnea goes farther than anyone realizes. You're lying in bed at night, but your body isn't getting the rest it desperately needs. Your breathing stops, sometimes for 10, 20, even 60 seconds at a time. Your brain jolts you awake just enough to restart your breathing, but you don't remember waking up. This happens dozens, sometimes hundreds of times throughout the night. You wake up exhausted, foggy, irritable, and you have no idea why. Sound familiar? If you're nodding your head right now, you're not alone. Millions of veterans are experiencing this exact scenario every single night, and many have been for years without knowing it. But here's where it gets really interesting. The very experiences that made you a veteran, the training, the deployments, the stress, the injuries, even the equipment you wore, have all contributed to creating the perfect storm for sleep apnea development, and the medical community is only now starting to connect these dots. Let's start with the obvious connections. Weight gain is a major risk factor for sleep apnea, and unfortunately, many veterans experience significant weight changes after service. The transition from the highly regimented, physically demanding military lifestyle to civilian life often leads to decreased physical activity. Add to that the comfort eating that sometimes accompanies dealing with trauma, depression, or anxiety, and you have a recipe for the kind of weight gain that puts tremendous pressure on the airways during sleep. But weight is just the tip of the iceberg. The real eye-opener is when you look at the less obvious connections that are unique to military service. Traumatic brain injuries, or TBIs, are incredibly common among veterans, especially those who served in combat zones. Even mild concussions that seemed insignificant at the time can have lasting effects on the brain's ability to control breathing during sleep. The areas of the brain responsible for maintaining proper breathing patterns can be damaged, leading to the irregular breathing that characterizes sleep apnea. Then there's the psychological component. Post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, and depression are unfortunately common among veterans, and these conditions have a complex relationship with sleep apnea. PTSD can cause hypervigilance and difficulty achieving deep sleep, which can worsen sleep apnea symptoms. Conversely, the chronic sleep deprivation caused by untreated sleep apnea can exacerbate mental health conditions, creating a vicious cycle that's incredibly difficult to break. But here's something that will probably surprise you. Even the equipment that kept you safe during service might have contributed to your current sleep problems. Years of wearing heavy gear, sleeping in uncomfortable positions in the field, potential exposure to burn pits and other environmental hazards, all of these factors can contribute to the development of sleep apnea later in life. The burn pit exposure is particularly concerning. Veterans who were exposed to the toxic smoke from burn pits often develop respiratory issues, inflammation, and even structural changes in their airways. These changes can directly contribute to the airway collapse that occurs during sleep apnea episodes. Now, here's where this gets personal and why this information could literally save your life or the life of someone you care about. Sleep apnea isn't just about being tired during the day, though that's certainly part of it. Untreated sleep apnea dramatically increases your risk of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and even early death. For veterans who may already be dealing with other service-connected health issues, adding untreated sleep apnea to the mix can be catastrophic. The cardiovascular risks are particularly scary. When your breathing stops during sleep, your oxygen levels drop, and your body goes into emergency mode. Your heart rate spikes, your blood pressure shoots up, and stress hormones flood your system. This happens over and over, night after night, year after year. It's like putting your cardiovascular system through a stress test every single night. But here's the good news, and this is really important. Sleep apnea is highly treatable. The challenge for many veterans is recognizing they have it and getting properly diagnosed. The symptoms can be subtle and easily dismissed. Sure, loud snoring is a classic sign, but not everyone with sleep apnea snores loudly. More often the symptoms are things like waking up with headaches, feeling tired despite getting what seems like enough sleep, difficulty concentrating during the day, irritability, depression, and frequent nighttime urination. Many veterans dismiss these symptoms as normal signs of aging or just stress. They think, of course I'm tired, I've been through a lot, of course I have headaches, I've had concussions, of course I'm having trouble focusing, I'm dealing with a lot right now. But these could all be signs that your body isn't getting the restorative sleep it needs. If any of this is resonating with you, the first step is getting evaluated. A sleep study can definitively diagnose sleep apnea and determine its severity. Many veterans are surprised to learn that sleep studies can often be done at home now with portable monitoring equipment, making the process much more convenient than it used to be. And here's something crucial for veterans. Sleep apnea can be a service-connected disability. If your sleep apnea is related to your military service, whether through weight gain related to service-connected disabilities, TBI, PTSD, or other factors, you may be entitled to VA disability compensation. This isn't just about money, it's about getting the recognition and treatment you deserve for a condition that's directly related to your service to our country. The treatment options have also come a long way. The gold standard is still continuous positive airway pressure therapy, or CPAP, but the machines are smaller, quieter, and much more comfortable than they used to be. There are also oral appliances, surgical options, and even newer treatments like hypoglossal nerve stimulation for people who can't tolerate CPAP. But here's what I want you to understand. The sooner you address this, the better. Sleep apnea doesn't get better on its own. In fact, it typically gets worse with age. The cardiovascular damage accumulates over time, and other health conditions can make sleep apnea worse. If you're a family member or friend of a veteran, you can play a crucial role here. Often, it's the people we sleep next to who notice the signs first. If you've noticed loud snoring, gasping, or periods where breathing seems to stop during sleep, speak up. Approach it with love and concern, not criticism. Many veterans are initially resistant to the idea that they need medical help, but when it's framed in terms of getting better sleep to feel better during the day, they're often more receptive. The bottom line is this. If you're a veteran over 50 and you're not sleeping well, feeling tired during the day, or experiencing any of the symptoms I've mentioned, you owe it to yourself to get evaluated for sleep apnea. You've already sacrificed so much in service to our country. Don't let an undiagnosed and treatable condition rob you of the quality of life you've earned. Sleep apnea among aging veterans isn't just a medical curiosity or a minor inconvenience. It's a serious health issue that's affecting millions of veterans right now, and it's directly connected to their military service. But with proper diagnosis and treatment, it's entirely manageable. You face bigger challenges than this. You've overcome obstacles that most people can't even imagine. This is just another mission, and like every mission, success depends on having the right information, the right tools, and the determination to see it through. Don't let sleep apnea win this battle. Get evaluated, get treated, and get back to living the life you've earned. Your service to our country should be followed by years of healthy, restful sleep and the energy to enjoy everything life has to offer. If this video has been helpful, please like and subscribe for more veteran content, and if you know a veteran who might benefit from this information, please share it with them. Sometimes the most important battles are the ones where we fight for each other.